Hey, okay, so I'm doing this in post. Something cool is about to happen, and I'll explain what happened. So, oh, there we go. Watch this, watch all these. Look at this swarms. Oh, they can't quite make it. Yeah, that's something. So all these trees will be gone soon. Those swarms of drones are. Oh, I've done so much work. The video is looking a little bit jank. Yeah, there's some issues here. So I'm recording this in post because I was trying out a new compressor setting and I ran it and it was fine at first, or at least I thought. And the first like 2 minutes of the audio seemed just fine. So I was like, okay, yeah, this sounds fine. Post compressor, delete the raw, whatever. It's gonna save a ton of space on my hard drive right now because usually the raw audio for these, since it's wave, is like near a gig for every episode, so I try to get rid of them. More drones taking away stuff. But yeah, the compressor apparently corrupted the hell out of the audio, and it just turns to like this garbled static and other like random like beeps and bloops and shit. So, oh yeah, we have rail production now. Oh god, this is so long ago. I recorded this like 4 days ago now. But yeah, so I lost all of my mic audio and could not recover my like raw audio because it had been deleted. So here I am again doing this, and oh boy, hopefully this will be the last time I have to do this in post. But yeah, I have been putting a lot of time into Factorio, like a solid chunk of time into Factorio. It's Sunday, isn't? Yeah. Oh my god, the dog. I need to go make her not. I've discovered a good trick with the dog to make her not. You just you tell her she's being naughty and that she needs to not bark. She'll bark again, and then you gingerly pick her up and set her at the doorway to my roommate's room. And she just walks in and lays down and stays there for a good hour. And she won't do anything. And it's really nice because she's quiet. But then eventually she'll hear something and start barking. I figure out trains in this episode. I get the iron train running. And since this one, I put, I think, 5 hours in just getting the trains built, because that wouldn't have been fun to watch. I promise that would not have been fun to watch. It was literally me, like, putting in landfill to get a train track across the water. Stuff like that. It's nothing fun. Look how quickly those trees are just being demolished. There's a lot more that's going on, and eventually we'll see that. But, I also tapped all of the copper. So that's now a thing as well. Yeah, that was not, I don't even know why I bothered. But yeah, so we're going to finish getting. I set up the unload station for the rest of the both trains. Eventually, we'll get oil up there as well because I'm running out of oil here. I think I was just lazy here, and yeah, I just go around it because yeah, I'm just super lazy here. Instead of just cutting it down like I should have, I like turn, which makes this weird dumb curve that didn't need to be in the train track. I'm really bad at laying out train tracks, so this is not going to be a pretty thing. Like the second track I made was not pretty either. But yeah, it's going to go like back around, and I remember looking at this when I was like heading back with the turnaround for the train and just going, "What the fuck is wrong with me?" But yeah. This has been a fun game to play. I think I just wrecked something and I didn't notice. I think I may have just completely destroyed that the oil production from those couple derricks. Huh. I have to go check that later. Cuz I think I just took down the pipe that was going out of them. Oh boy. I just finished streaming about an hour and a half ago, so that was fun. New people came. It was nice. And speaking of all that, so this is pretty much the exact same thing I talked about. I was a little bit more down at the time because it was like the end of the first day of this, so there were no submissions and no one was really paying attention to it, so I was kind of really sad about it. But since then, since recording it, things have gotten, oh god, the melt. Oh god, that was horrifying. Things have started to slowly pick up steam. Not many submissions, but more people at least noticing it. So hopefully more soon. But I'm building a new site. It's going to be a resource site specifically for marginalized people to, well, I mean anybody, but specifically I'm making it for marginalized people to find marginalized creators of any kind. Doesn't matter, POC, like queer of any kind, cis white women, like women of any kind, like doesn't matter. If you are a marginalized, basically if you're not a cis white dude, you're welcome on the site. And if you are a cis white dude and you're just looking for queer creators so that you can, you know, learn more about us and support us in making content and stuff, then that's perfectly welcome too. But there are a billion resources for you, and there are not many for us. So I'm making something for us. I'm going to actually make a video, like, to, like, show off what my ideal is for this in my head. But it's not going to be, like, I'm not a web developer. I'm not, I said this in the post I made. Like, I'm not a web developer. I am somebody who has not touched CSS or HTML since pre-CSS 3 and HTML5. Like, I don't know what web development is nowadays, so I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm building it on Squarespace because that's what I use for the Rev site and everything else. Like, it's what I know. But yeah, it's the queer.community. And there's nothing on it right now. There's none of the posts I've written up I've gone public yet. But I am currently gathering for it. And eventually I'll have things going. Might take a little while just because I am so tired. I shouldn't even be awake recording this right now because I have to get up 2 hours earlier than I normally would because the buses don't run this late at night. I think I'm looking for, like, what the path up there is going to be and realizing that I'm just gonna have to cut through these fucking trees. You have drones. Idiot, you have drones. Yeah, there you go. Use the drones. You love the drones. Okay. Move forward so that you can set... Yeah. No. Yeah. Select. Yeah, there you go. There. You can move the mouse. You don't need to just move WASD. I promise. How can you guys stand to watch me play this? I can't stand to watch me play this. God, it's so much fun to do in the moment, but I hate myself watching it. But yeah, so I'm building this, and I'm looking for submissions for it. If you make anything, I'm not talking about, like, just YouTube or Twitch. I'm talking, if you make anything. If you write fan fiction, like, original stuff. If you write historical fiction or fact or anything. If you are an artist, if you do traditional art or digital or sculpture, or you're a cook, any creative endeavor at all, I want to add you to the site so that people can find your stuff. It doesn't matter if you have 3 subscribers on YouTube or 20,000 or 100,000. I want to have a resource for people to find things, because, like, besides the fact that, like, the queer community is weirdly insular and doesn't actually try to branch out and find people, like, there, I have thoughts on all of that. But that'll come later. Besides that, like, on top of that, there's no real tools for us to find each other. Like, even if we try, God, that's so cool. There's no real tools for us to do so. So, I mean, like, tags don't really work, if we're gonna be honest. Like, you can search the queer tag, and, you know, by the time I could post something on Tumblr today, right now, if I wanted to, with the queer tag on it, have it be a video and say, like, trans woman, queer, blah, 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 blah. If you search the queer tag on Tumblr, let's say, that tag will have 8,000 posts on it within a couple minutes that all are, you know, people shipping K-pop stuff, or, like, politics posts, anything. So tagging systems on large, like, social media platforms don't work. They get, like, posts to find creators get buried within minutes or seconds of them being made. And posts of, like, politics stuff get buried and drowned out within each other within seconds. And it's like this weird, not even weird, it's like, it's a vicious cycle of it's not even self-promotion stuff. It's there's just so much noise that you can't be heard above it, which is kind of why I want to make this like an entry thing where, and eventually because even I'm not comfortable being like the sole arbiter of this thing. It's just weird to me. I don't like that whole thought, but I'm also the only one who has access to the site right now because I don't have the money to pay to have like a ton of people do that, and I don't feel comfortable not paying for people to do that. But I eventually don't want to be the only person. Yeah, that's a really long track. You keep looking at that track. I think I'm looking through no, there's a part where I discover that you can actually like zoom through the map to the point to where you can move and see your character, and then I kind of freaked out because I was like, wait, where am I? But I don't want to be the sole arbiter of this. I eventually want it to be a community-run thing, and I don't currently have a vetting process for things, which is gonna be really weird too, because I don't want, like, Nazis or TERFs fucking showing up on the website, stuff like that, like... It's also the name. It was the URL I could get. You don't have to be queer. Just marginalized in some way. POC, anything. Just marginalized in some way. It was the URL I could get at the time. The moguy.community taken. Don't know what it leads to because the DNS doesn't complete to anything. But I could not buy it. But yeah, It's weird. I'm gonna have to rebuild like half this track. I already know I'm going to have to do that. But it's something that I feel like we as a community need some sort of resource to help find each other. Like, as like the marginalized community, quote unquote, we need something because we don't have anything really besides word of mouth. But even then, you're not gonna find a lot of people that way. You're gonna find the people that are already known, because I mean, like, the thing that really, really honestly got me thinking about this, besides the fact that it's kind of something I've been thinking about for a long time, which is why I started originally like the QueerTube thing, which never took off. I did meet a couple really nice people through that though. I thought about mixing the line there, and I should have, honestly, because it would have saved me so much rail. Oh god, the melt. God. But I want there to be a... No. Let me back up. I kind of threw myself off there looking at the damn melt of the screen. I want there to be... No, stop with that line. That's not what you want to say. The reason I started thinking about this recently, after the whole QueerTube thing, yeah, that doesn't work, was I started looking at things on YouTube and seeing that there's no way to find people on there. Like, even like the big channels, the only ones you find are the big channels. Like I have 10, I have 20, I have 30, I have 40 million subscriber channels. You don't get surfaced things for channels smaller than that. Like, you don't get surfaced things for, like, the best friends. You get surfaced things for Great Game Grumps, but they have, what, 7 million or something now? You get surfaced Markiplier and fucking PewDiePie and all them. But that's because they have millions of people instead of hundreds of thousands even. And I was looking at it, and it's like, there are people I've never heard of who have, 250, 300,000 subscribers, 400,000 subscribers. I've never seen these people in my life. I've never seen their channels. I've never heard of them, but they're massive successes. And it just kind of went along with my thought that, like, there's no way of finding each other on this, because we're always going to get, like, blotted out by the big ones, by, like, these channels that are, whoa, I was way off. I think I said the same thing there. By these channels that are just so massive, and there's just no way of us ever yeah, there you go. There you go. There's no way of us ever hunting each other down, because what tools are there? So I want to build one. Yep, you just tear all that down. Yep. Good job. Good job, you fucked up. So I'm going to build one, and it's not going to be the best, and I'm not the best for it, but I'm doing it. So yeah. I think I do this because I want to build nukes, and then I looked at the cost for like the requirement for building a nuke, and went, oh, never mind. So this is what I'm working on. It's kind of my new pet project that is taking up all of my time, and energy. Oh my god, I'm so tired. But yeah, I'm working on this, and if you are queer, or POC, or marginalized in any way, submit things. Submission at thequeer.community. I will get that in my email. I will make a post on the site, and hopefully sometime in the first week of March, I will have everything go live. And I will start putting things up, like, publicly. There's also a Discord I made. I'm still working on that as well, for it, so people can talk and hang out and stuff. But I'm kind of bullish on this one, because I'm not doing this for myself. I'm not gonna have a Patreon or, like, ads on it or anything. Like, I'm gonna pay for this out of pocket myself. If somebody does fucking donate money to me for it or something, it will be siloed off into, I have a old savings account that I don't touch, that I have not touched in forever, that has, I think, 32 cents in it right now. I forgot it existed till I got an email from the place that I have it through going, hey, you have this account, you haven't logged into it in like 5 years. Are you sure you still want this account? So if that ever happened, that money will get siloed off over there, and it will be used purely for hosting costs. But I'm not looking to make anything off this. I'm not looking to get famous off this. I'm not looking for anything outside of making a tool for people like me and like all of us who want to find other people who make things. And for people who make things to be able to be found by other people. So yeah, that's my pitch. I'm gonna actually have like a real pitch that I write and script and then make a video about, but that's me kind of rambling because it's what I've been thinking about for a week now. And it's like heavily on my mind at the moment. Because I just finished writing up another entry. I have so much to do. And there's still 12 minutes of this. Oh, we're about to hit a fast forward point, so enjoy this mess. I don't know what this is gonna look like because it's not gonna render correctly on my computer. I think this is me walking back and getting stuff. Oh, it is rendering correctly on my computer. Okay, so this is 1000%. This is like a minute and a half long. So, yeah, I think I just stand here and let them bring shit to me for a while. You can see they're taking away the things get done. They're taking away the wood and they're bringing stuff in. I'm just looking at like stats of what's going on right now. Oh god, oh, the frame rate is nothing. Oh, it's just skipping over everything. Yeah, I got some roboports. I think I set down some roboports at some point. I think that might be still in the video, and I need to take that out. Me emptying my inventory and looking at the requirements for a nuke and going, oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna run back up there and start laying some more track to get this going. But yeah, I have it now to where it'll unload 16K and most of a second train load. There we go. Hey, we're back. So I put down these roboports for no real reason. I don't hook them up or anything. They're not ready to go. I don't know why I did that. I think I was prepping, but then I ended up taking them down post-recording this so that I could put them up in a way that made sense. Oh, the melt. Oh god, I think it's the trees. It doesn't like when I move with the trees. 2D sprite, like pixel stuff, does not. That doesn't faster. Just yeah, there you go. That doesn't work. 2D sprite pixel stuff does not translate well into H.264 for some weird reason, or at least the compression that an NVAC uses. I should probably switch to software encoding instead of hardware encoding, but it encodes so much faster. And it's so much less intensive than if I did software encoding. Because software encoding has to take a shit ton more CPU, which is what I don't want. Makes me sad. But yeah, I have the copper train, which is unloading it. Last I looked, it was unloading its first load when I last played. So that's a whole thing. And it's just two big old 4 wide pipes of materials there now, so yeah, I have to, yeah, I wasn't thinking ahead at this. I really wasn't. There we go. But yeah, I have been enjoying going back to Factorio now that I know a little bit more about the damn game. Nope, that is what you should have done, but it isn't what you did. So, yep, you didn't learn how to cancel out of that, huh? All right, well, I learned that later. God. Watching this, yep, cancel out of it. Yep, okay, nope. You're just gonna put it back in your inventory every time? Yep, okay. So Dragon Ball, huh? I just finished watching Super right before the stream. I got home. What are you doing? What do you even do? Yeah, you put it away. You didn't cancel it. You just put it away, so it stopped. You didn't actually Oh, I hate myself. I hate me so much. How can you stand to watch this? No, just you don't need to do that. I promise you don't. Yep, and then you screwed it up because you weren't paying attention. Yeah, I just watched Super. Super continues to be middling. We're we're seeing more of the next of the what seems to be the final fight of this arc, or at least the second to final fight. I'm not sure if there'll be one more. Vegeta continues to be maybe my favorite character in Super right now, like as a character, and like I don't know. I started thinking about a lot about Dragon Ball lately because I mean, besides playing fucking Fighter, and I will call it Fighter Z forever because I don't give a shit what anybody, including Namco Bandai, says. I said that wrong on purpose. You don't capitalize the Z. Don't capitalize the Z and I won't say it wrong. You capitalize the Z, it's Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Balls. Not Dragon Balls. Not Dragon Ball Z. It's Dragon Ball Z. You spelled it Dragon Ball Fighter Z. So you guess what? I'm pronouncing it like that. I don't give a shit if it's wrong. Oh, what do you... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I looked at it and I finally realized I was a fucking idiot and could have just made it a goddamn straight line. God, I'm stupid. I hate me. Anyway, yeah, Dragon Ball, good. The game is... Oh, man. I can't wait till... Part of me really wants to put that as 4 days a week because I have a ton recorded and it's also just so much fun to play, but I need to finish Mafia. Also, holy shit, okay, so this upcoming week, because today's Sunday, right? Right? Where's my phone? Yeah, it's phone. It's yeah, it's phone. No, it's Sunday. God, I fucking hate myself. Yeah, it's phone. No, it's Sunday. So, we're looking at next week 4 episodes of Mafia, 2 episodes of Dragon Ball, 2 episodes of Dendara, 2 episodes of The Fall Part 2, and possibly 2 episodes of Hellblade finally, because Chomps was a big ol' sweetheart and got me Hellblade. Because I tweeted, hey, it's almost my birthday, somebody buy me Hellblade while it's on sale. And then Chomps convinced me that we were not friends on Steam, which we weren't, and I don't know why, because I swear we used to be. But then it was all a ploy to get me on Steam so that a gift could be delivered. So I was like, oh, I see how it is. Okay. But no, thank you, really. But yeah, so that's gonna be the next big LP, I think, after... It might start this upcoming week, and it might just go... It might go on the weekend. It might get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, along with WoW. There's a lot going. I'm doing a lot of things right now, and I'm not 100% sure if I can keep it up. I really shouldn't ruin this iron, because please tell me I check to see if that iron is actually worth it, because I bet you it's like 1 or 2 million. I really hope I open the map and look, please. Oh my god, I didn't open the map and look. I hate myself. Yeah. So, I have a lot of things I'm doing. Oh, the melt. And I'm not sure if I can keep up the pace because I am exhausted. I'm so exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. I have broken down and cried out of just sheer exhaustion and wanting to sleep like 5 times in 2 days. I stopped the stream and got up to make something to eat and just started crying because I had to walk to the kitchen. And I'm so tired. So... I was thinking, like, as I sat down to do this, to record this, oh, I'll do tomorrow's Factorio after I'm done. No, Tomorrow's Factorio is going up tomorrow night. I'm sorry. I can't. Monday's Factorio is gonna be super late. I I'm riding the train around. Which means I'm coming up on the end of this episode. Yeah, I need a couple days off, so I can catch up on things, so I can build a buffer, so I can rest after I get the site mostly done. Hey kids, don't don't use work as a means of coping with different issues in your life. Don't just fill your life with work and ignore any problems that you have. It doesn't work out very well. I promise. So yeah. This train just goes around. Yeah, tomorrow's Factorio, Monday's Factorio. Tomorrow will be late for sure, just like this one is. But yeah. It's gonna manually go here. And I think I just take like 2 more trips around, so I might end it here. But yeah, tomorrow should be Dendara and Mafia and the Fall. But I'm not sure when. I think 9, 3, and 9 is what I'm gonna go with. I think 6 hours separating. So 9 a.m. Shit, there it goes. 9 a.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m. And then Factorio will go up as soon as I get it recorded. But yeah. That's gonna be it for now. So, have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you a little late tomorrow. Bye.